CLAYMOBILE, stolen, custom 1965 Corvair Corsa, linked to Muhammad Ali. This is the whole story. The CLAYMOBILE almost got me arrested. I had no idea that the mysterious custom car with the rumored legendary ownership would eventually be stolen. The CLAYMOBILE, previously owned by retired pilot and Corvair enthusiast Orville Lippert. And by enthusiast, I mean Orville collected a lot of Corvairs. Surrounding the CLAYMOBILE, we found a motherlode of Corvairs, including sedans, wagons, coupes, spider convertibles, vans, and a super rare Fitch Sprint. Notice the roofline? Orville purchased the CLAYMOBILE in the late 1970s. Here it's shown at a car show in 1975 at Eastwood Mall. Orville's son tells us the car was originally painted canary yellow. When his father bought it, it was purple and had a TV in the glove box. But what is the CLAYMOBILE anyway? This old ad from Hemmings magazine tells us it was a one-of-a-kind specially built for Cassius Clay. The ad's telling us it's real. Is it? Legend has it in 1964 that General Motors presented Cassius Clay, the famed boxer, with the car. Hence the name CLAYMOBILE. Cassius Clay changed his name to Muhammad Ali in 1964. Skeptics are quick to note that the raised white lettering on the tires reads CLAYMOBILE CORVAIR 1965. Muhammad Ali would not have accepted the Corvair with his slave name attached. The CLAYMOBILE and the mystery surrounding it becomes even more bizarre. In 2008, I posted photos and a story on a blog run by the Birmingham News. Hemmings quickly picked it up, and word spread of the CLAYMOBILE across the globe. Corvair forums were buzzing with talk about the CLAYMOBILE. After the initial trip in December, I went back in April 2009 to get a better look, when it wasn't so cold and I didn't have 3 kids with me. The CLAYMOBILE was still there, although covered up with a lot more greenery. I found my way to a neighbor's house and knocked on the door. I said, "Hi, you don't know me, but I've got some questions about the land with all the old Corvairs." Initially, the neighboring property owner was reluctant to divulge any details, but the story was just too good to keep secret. Maybe it was true. They told me Orville Lippert, the owner of the land and all the Corvairs, had passed in 1989. Orville, originally from Michigan, was an airplane mechanic, inspector, and pilot. He built his own plane, known as the Lippert Fokker, and established Lippert's Field, a landing strip in Michigan. Orville Lippert survived a 1969 airplane crash while practicing touch-and-go landings in his World War I German fighter plane. He moved from Michigan to Florida, then decided to retire and moved to property in Alabama, where he maintained a large collection of Corvairs. That same neighbor said a member of Orville's family had taken up residence on the property but struggled to maintain the place because they worked in another town. Eventually the family member moved away and seldom checked on the place. Other alleged details from the neighbor mentioned sketchy activity on the property, which seemed plausible considering the condition. Sunday afternoon, June 28, 2009. I need to talk to you now. I got a voice message about the CLAYMOBILE. Unfortunately, the CLAYMOBILE was stolen 6 months after I unveiled it to the World Wide Web. Orville Lippert's son, Eric, the understandably shaken owner of the CLAYMOBILE, reached out to me in a desperate attempt to locate his one-of-a-kind custom Corvair. "I don't have any paperwork or VIN information on the car," Lippert said. "Did you take a photo of the VIN?" Unfortunately, I did not. The car was Eric's family treasure. He inherited the car from his father, Orville Lippert, in 1989 and had plans of restoring the car to its former glory. He planned to sell the car for what he hoped would be a huge profit to fund his daughter's education and his own retirement. Lippert, now living in a distant city, rarely visited the CLAYMOBILE property. As soon as the CLAYMOBILE was discovered missing, Lippert notified the sheriff's office and reported the theft. The authorities were unable to offer assistance without photos, paperwork, or VIN information. But, fortunately for Lippert, he turned to the web for help. He googled CLAYMOBILE, and boom, my photos appeared. Proof that the CLAYMOBILE was once on the property. Lippert sought my help after deciding not to press charges against me for trespassing. I had received a phone call from the sheriff's office, and my employer's legal team were involved. Luckily, I kept my job. My boss allowed me to continue posting content that did not involve the police or lawyers. I wanted to help Lippert find his CLAYMOBILE. The car was more than the sum of Corvair parts molded into a custom hot rod. It represented the family's dreams. Lippert, convinced that the CLAYMOBILE once belonged to Ali, planned to complete the car's restoration in hopes that it would garner the family a windfall. The same day I found out about the theft, I posted a news story alerting readers of the news. That was in 2009. It's now 2022. The Claymobile is still missing. Maybe it will show up one day, Lippert said, if they didn't sink it in a lake. More vehicles went missing from his Coleman property after the Claymobile vanished. Lippert had enough. I got tired of everyone stealing everything, said Lippert. He decided to scrap the remaining cars and sold the land. His father's Corvair collection is no more. The Claymobile and the Cassius Clay connection, a distant memory. Before I brought this story to light, few had ever seen the car or knew details about the mystery surrounding its existence. Many theories circulated, none confirmed. Jojo Barris, George Barris's daughter, dispelled the myth that the Claymobile was a Barris creation. No recollection, she said. Ali Center, the Muhammad Ali Museum in Louisville, also had no knowledge of any Claymobile connections to Ali. A rumor that the Claymobile appeared in Playboy magazine remains unfounded. If you have any information on the whereabouts of the Claymobile, please send me a message, and I will contact the Lippert family. Stay tuned to Junkyard Life, the story beneath the rust. I'm Jody Potter. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.